Yeah, I thought the game was kind of won, honestly, in probably the first 12, maybe 15 minutes. Thought we got off to a pretty good start, and then we hit a little bit of a dry spell. And I credit Southeast Louisiana's defense. I mean, I don't want to be the guy that comes in here and says we didn't play good. They had a lot to do with that. And I thought the first half we took way too many threes, and we just didn't go inside enough. And I didn't think it was a case where we couldn't get inside. I just thought we kind of didn't show good patience. Maybe we're quick trigger a little bit too much, and it just didn't make the defense move like you need to be efficient on offense. But, you know, they're a big, strong, physical team, and they're a championship team from last year. So they got guys that understand what it takes to win at this level. They have, two really, really good ingredients in Veal and Greenwood that are difficult to play against. And, that's why they won the league last year, and that's why they were one of the better teams this year. So I think that overall I was proud of our effort. I thought we didn't quit. I thought second half we got our game going a little bit. We went inside a little bit more, but we were just behind the eight ball a little too much, and just could never get back to striking distance. And so that's the kind of the assessment I have. I think we're young, and I think the good part tonight showed us what we kind of need to do to move forward. Unfortunately, these two guys next to me who mean everything to me don't get to be a part of that, but they've had a big impact on my life, on our program, and they're going to be very, very successful people in whatever they decide to do. Yeah, we should have gone inside a little bit more, and that was at halftime kind of the focus, and we didn't take quite as many threes. The second half, well, we did toward the end, but there were more desperation. We just didn't establish an inside game. And when you play a team like Southeastern Louisiana, they're tough and they're physical, but you got to attack them at that point. You have to make them help, and that's an area we got to get better at. I mean, with our post guys are really skilled, but they're not real strong right now, and that's going to be a big focus of ours in the offseason is just to be more physical. If you're going to be a championship-level team, you have to get tough buckets. And right now I think that's a weakness of our team. I think we don't get the really, the ones where it's just kind of a war in there and you're able to score just because you're a physical presence. And so that hurt us early, and we tried to make amends the second half, but it just wasn't enough. Losing streaks, they stink. They're not fun. But you learn a lot about your people, and you learn a lot about yourself and your staff and everything else. And I think for us to battle through that and to come back is really good. And my message to the guys in the locker room was, while that was a great accomplishment, if you walk away tonight satisfied, you've missed the point. The only way to really win this tournament, you got to be one of the top 4 seeds. I mean, you have to. You just can't be 7 and 8, and that's what we've been all along. So we've got to break through that ceiling and try to, at least get one bye. But if you can never get those double byes, it just makes sense that you don't have to play as many games. And usually if you're a 1 or 2, you're pretty good too. So I think those are areas that we have to improve in. And I always think this with teams and players. You get a group sometimes, and when you come in as a freshman, you just want to play. You just want to get minutes. I mean, winning it's on your list, but it's not priority one. And then once you kind of get minutes, you kind of want to be the man. And then once you do that, then it becomes winning. And that's why it's important, if you can play young kids, you can expedite that. You can get there faster. And, Thatch is a prime example of a fifth-year guy. Man, he played lights out the last two and a half weeks. But he also had some games when he was younger that weren't very good. And so I think the thing we have to do with our guys is use this as a springboard, and it can't be something you're just satisfied with. Yes, it's an accomplishment, but I know this. I didn't come to UCA to be 14 and 19. That's not my goal.